In previous unit, we have discussed about wave shaping and multivibrators circuits. In wave shaping circuits, we have discussed clippers and clampers, and we have discussed low pass and high pass filter, and also we have discussed integrator and differentiator circuit. So integrator is special case of low pass filter and differentiator is special case of high pass filter. So then we have discussed multi-vibrator circuit. In multi-vibrators, we have discussed A-stable multi-vibrator. So A-stable multi-vibrator used to generate square waveform, and then we have discussed mono-stable multi-vibrator. It is also used to generate either square waveform or rectangular waveform. Then we have discussed pi-stable multi-vibrator. Pi-stable multi-vibrator, it is used like flip-flops. It has two stable state. It acts like flip-flop, two stable states. So we can hold either information 0 or 1. Finally, we have discussed schemic trigger circuit. So schemic trigger is to convert sinusoidal waveform into square waveform. So in unit 3, we have to study about tuned amplifiers. So we have to discuss about tuned amplifiers. In unit 3, first we are going to discuss about single tuned amplifier. Then we have to learn effect of cascading single tuned amplifier. On bandwidth. Next, we are going to learn about double tuned amplifiers. Then we will discuss effect of cascading double tuned amplifier on bandwidth. So some of the problems arises in double tuned amplifiers. So to overcome the problems in double tuned amplifier, we are going for stacker tuned amplifier. So stacker tuned amplifier. Next we will discuss about neutralization techniques. So to eliminate oscillating behavior in tuned amplifiers. So neutralization technique is nothing but to eliminate oscillating behavior in oscillating behavior in tuned dominance. These are the topics we are going to learn in Unit 3. So first topic we are going to discuss about single tuned amplifier. A common emitter amplifier can be converted into a single tuned amplifier including a parallel tuned circuit as load. So consider a common emitter configuration. So common emitter configuration with voltage divider bias circuit. We are having R1, R2. Here I am having RE and parallel bypass capacitances CE or CB. This will be grounded and we are giving supply here. So instead of RC in the common emitter amplifier, we are using a parallel tuned we are using a tuned circuit in collector. So we are having tuned AC circuit using a variable capacitance C and a inductance L. Okay. So we are using a tuned AC circuit in collector. In the place of RC, we are using parallel tuned AC circuit. So here we are giving the input signal through a coupling capacitance CC. Here we are getting input signal Vs and here we are getting output signal B naught. So in tuned amplifiers, if you are seeing response, frequency versus gain. So as in the case of amplifier, we have the response like this. It allows wide range of frequency. This is amplifier, basic amplifier response. We have this lower attenuation due to this coupling capacitance and this upper attenuation due to internal parasitic capacitance, and it allows wide range of frequency. So we are calculating 3 dB frequency. This is AV, means AV by root 2 3 dB, that is 3 dB frequency. Gain in dB means they are scaled to minus 3 dB. So you will get bandwidth FH minus FL. Bandwidth is equal to FH minus FL. It allows wide range of frequency. So in the amplifier circuit, we are replacing load as parallel tuned AC circuit. So this allows only one frequency. So that means this tuned circuit allows only one frequency. So at resonant frequency only, output will be high. So this parallel LC circuit allows only resonant frequency. F is equal to 1 by 2 by root LC. F is equal to 1 by 2 by root LC. So if you are looking this diagram, if you are taking 3 dB frequency means, this will be your AV, and if your AV by root 2 means you will get bandwidth like this. So if you are seeing this diagram, we can understand bandwidth is very narrow. So bandwidth is very narrow and it gain is high at resonant frequency only. At resonant frequency only. So this circuit is tuned to frequency FR. So you keep in mind bandwidth is very narrow in the case of single tuned amplifiers, and also gain is very high at resonant frequency only. Gain is high at resonant frequency only. So so for this circuit, we have to evaluate sender frequency FR, including a transistor parameter. So we have to evaluate sender frequency FR. Then we have to evaluate quality factor. Then we have to evaluate voltage gain of single tuned amplifier. Then we have to calculate 3 dB bandwidth. So we know that bandwidth is very narrow only. So we have to evaluate this bandwidth value, and also voltage gain is high. Voltage gain is very high at resonant frequency. So these are the parameter we have to evaluate in single tuned amplifier. So to find these parameters, we are going for hybrid pi model. So we are going for hybrid pi model. So analysis of single tuned amplifier using hybrid pi model. So in hybrid pi model, I am replacing this transistor using hybrid pi model. So we are taking input source Vs here, and we are combining this resistance and using a simplified resistance Rs, and for transistor we are having internal capacitance. Here we have C B dash E. Similarly, we are having internal resistance RB dash E at very high frequency. So we are using hybrid pi model. We are analyzing high frequency model. So we have to input this parameter. Similarly, here also we have RB dash C and CB dash C. Similarly, here also we have internal capacitance. So these values are very low only. So we are neglecting this value. Here we have this RB dash E and this CB dash E. This is actually base and this is your emitter point. And in output we are having a GM current source with magnitude dependent current source with magnitude GM into this RB dash E means this value is VB dash E, GM into VB dash E, and output is 1. GC is equal to 1 by GC is equal to 1 by RCE, and here you are having this L and C value. So C and the inductance L, and its loss can be represented using resistance R. So loss is represented using R. So we can L, its inductance loss is represented by using R. This point is actually collected. This point is collected. So this is given to next stage, or we are taking output here. We are taking output here, and in high frequency model we are having RB dash C, RB dash C and CB dash C here. So hybrid by equivalent circuit of single tuned amplifier. We can further simplify this hybrid pi model. This RB dash C is very high, so it can be neglected. It is very high and it can be neglected. Using Miller's theorem, we can transfer this CB dash C to input side as well as output side. So RB dash C can be neglected. So using Miller's theorem, this CB dash C can be transferred to input side. So total if you are taking input side means, so total capacitance of input side will be, I am taking Ci. Ci is equal to, already you have CB dash E at input side, and parallel with this capacitance with magnitude CB dash C into 1 minus AB. So we can transfer this capacitance to input side by making value CB dash E into 1 minus AB. So already we are having CB dash E. So total capacitance value is CB dash E parallel this value. So the total capacitance will be CB dash E plus CB dash C into 1 minus AB. Similarly, if you are transferring to output side using Miller's theorem, you will get, already you are having C here. So your output capacitance I am making C equivalent equal to, already you are having C plus CB dash C into, if you are transferring output side means gain will be AB minus 1 by AB. So for this concept you refer Miller's theorem. So using Miller's theorem. So from this two you can further simplify this model. BS here you are having RS, already you are having RB dash E. We are transferring CI here. C magnitude is CB dash E plus CB dash C into 1 minus AB. You can neglect this RB dash C and transfer CB dash C to outside also, output side also. Here you have GM BB dash E, GM BB dash E, and you are having GCE, and here you are having C equivalent. This C equivalent. Further, you can write this series LR circuit as parallel equivalent circuit, LP and RP. Here you are taking V0. So this is simplified hybrid pi model. So using this diagram, this diagram, you have to evaluate. First, you have to evaluate this series and parallel equivalence condition. Series and parallel equivalence. Series and parallel equivalence condition. Then you have to evaluate center frequency using the center frequency FR. Then you have to evaluate quality factor. Then you have to evaluate voltage gain. Then you have to evaluate 3 dB bandwidth. For this, refer PDF document. For this derivation, you have to refer PDF document.